Talking about the car scene, do you take it out to car meets a lot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
It's not just, a car show car. I take it to car meets, I drive
absolutely.
it.
That's cool. That's cool. What are some of your favorite car meets that you've been to?
There's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Probably one that stuck to me, what kept me in the car scene, it's an old meet. It was called, I think it was called Sushi Street.
Oh, the one over in Irving in the 4 or 5 story garage.
They had it for a while.
Yeah.
And then they changed the name to like Steak and Race or whatever.
And then they moved locations actually.
And then it kind of just fell off.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the biggest meets because it gave me that Tokyo Drift like whole.
In the garage.
Yeah, you're in the garage. Everyone's parked, but it wasn't crazy. It was just real chill. And it was just, I feel like that's what really set me in the car scene.
Yeah.
But
I remember that. I'd been out to that a few times.
That's old. That's
old. It is old. We're talking 3-4 years
ago. Yeah. So a lot of people now they don't even know what that is.
No,
like
not at all.
Street.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Anybody getting in the scene here in the last year would have no idea what that is.
They're like, what's that?
But a lot of meets have come and gone. Do you remember Endless Car Movement? ECM?
Yes.
So ECM. Texas Concepts out in Fort Worth ran for a long time.
Did they finally shut down?
Oh yeah, they've been shut down for over a year. Trying to think.
Did you hear about Import Faction?
I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, it's in Euless. It's at a park.
Well, no, I have heard about the meet. We do promote it.
Yeah.
Has anything happened with that?
They actually shut it down.
They did?
Yeah, they're no longer having Import Faction anymore.
That was another good one.
That was one of the biggest ones. Yeah, locally. Yeah.
Man, we didn't hear about that. What happened with that? Do you know?
They told me, I didn't get to go because I was at the show. They said that people were like revving or burning out or something like that. You know what I mean? All the stuff that happens. And then the host said he couldn't have it anymore because he got complaints from the cops and all that. You know how it goes.
Just the unfortunate part of like trying to host meets. It's always like a
There's always somebody out.
It is always somebody. I mean, that is like. Honestly, we should make a T-shirt that says it's always somebody, revving, burning out. Like, I mean, don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Like, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. We touched base on the takeovers and stuff, and I think you and I definitely have mutual feelings about that.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a bad situation for everybody,
And see, like the takeovers, like I don't. Like, burning out, doing donuts. I mean, we all love doing that.
Absolutely.
That's what our cars can do it, yeah.
Yep.
But there's always a time and place for everything.
I agree.
And I just feel like the place and time they do it, I mean, like, in Cali, I hear people doing it all the time.
Yeah.
But my friend's he's from Inglewood. And he told me that they do that all the time.
Yeah.
It's a normal thing.
Yep.
But he said they don't usually hit people or injure people, not as much as he heard in Texas.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's just kind of like when you're starting to hurt people and all that, it's just kind of like, that's not what the car scene is, you know what I mean?
So, and this is something, if anybody's watched any of our episodes before, this is a conversation, a topic that comes up all the time, the takeovers. And like you said, I'm a big believer in burnouts and donuts, and I like to, pitch my car sideways. I enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, it's fun, yeah.
But to do that in an intersection or on a highway, or have people out there with their cameras and getting hit and run over, like it's just
not worth it.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's so stupid. Now, if anybody's been into cars, any time period, they've probably done a burnout or have wanted to do a burnout or watched a burnout and felt it was exciting, So there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, it's America, we're going to do a burnout. It's America.
Yeah.
And so, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, it's the intersections. It's impeding traffic. You got people trying to get home, go to work, whatever.
You got ambulances trying to get through. Like, I mean, come on.
So, like you said, there's a time, there's a place, and I'm not saying, hey, go pick like another location, but there are some deserted areas where you guys
can do it in a parking lot.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, why do it in an intersection or a highway? Like, I don't understand that.
Even the parking lots, it's when I say deserted, I'm thinking like a cul-de-sac somewhere in like an industrial area. Because you have to keep it out of people's view, right?
Yeah, 'cause people
because
make
if you
it
start
fun.
doing it in a public area, and we see the videos, I mean, it's in all of our feeds, people whipping donuts in a parking lot, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's a car guy. And then all of a sudden everybody gets it's a bad
all
rap.
get blamed,
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody gets blamed, you know? And the way the officers feel about it, it's like everybody's exactly the same. You know, you're a car guy and you're a car guy. Well, if you're whipping donuts, you're the same. It's not.
It's not. No, we're
It's not.
completely different breeds.
Absolutely.
Like, completely.
Absolutely.